Good morning, students. Now, in the first video, discuss about the General Assembly and the functions of General Assembly. Now, in this video, we are going to learn more about Security Council. Okay, Security Council. So, there are 15 members in the Security Council. So, how many in that Security Council of that United Nations? There are 15 members in that council. Of them, 5 are permanent members, while 10 are non-permanent members. So, among these 15, only 5 members of that Security Assembly, that council, 5 members are permanent, and rest of that 10 members are non-permanent. Okay. So, the non-permanent members are chosen every 2 years by the General Assembly. So, what happened? So, those who are the non-permanent members, they are chosen every 2 years by the General Assembly. Okay, and 5 are permanent members and 10 are non-permanent. They are chosen by a member of assembly every 2 years. Then America, Russia, England, France, and China are the permanent members of the Security Council. It means which countries representative, which countries member are the permanent in that United Nations. So which as a China, France, England, Russia, and America. All these 5 members of that countries, they have the permanent post in the United Nations or in that Security Council. Here they have the veto power for any decision to be taken. The assent of all 5 permanent members and 4 non-permanent members. So they have the such a power, veto power to choose or to defeat all that members. So they have powers. If even one of the 5 permanent members use his veto, for example, gives a negative vote, the decision cannot be taken. Means on the any issue that 5 should be agree, that 5 permanent members should be given their assent, give their permission, we can say their approval. Then that is, if one is negative, if one is do not give the vote, then that decision will be cancelled. Okay, now see the functions of the Security Council. Which are the functions? The main responsibility of Security Council is to maintain international peace and security. Yes, very important, very main point. Because why? Only for this purpose this United Nations is settled or the organized. For what purpose? To maintain law, to maintain peace and security in the nation. So the Security Council may suggest one among the following alternatives in situation of international conflict. So what do they also tells? They also suggest some alternatives for what purpose on the international level to solve any disputes, to solve any problems. So they give alternatives in a peaceful manner. Then and resolve conflict and make efforts to establish peace, impose economic sanctions, or take a decision for what purpose of military action against the aggressor nation. What to do if any nation is very aggressive, not listening? So that time they can take the aggressive decision against that country as a military action against that country. If that dispute is not solved by the peacefully, so to establish peace and impose economic section or the take a decision of military action against that aggressor nation. Okay, so this is the first function of the Security Council. Now second, to prepare policies for arms control, to prepare many kind of policy for the purpose of that arms control. Means war should be avoided. Okay, for that, to play a joint role among the with General Assembly in the appointments of the judges of the International Court of Justice and the United Nations Security General. So they also play as a role as a both as a joint along with the to play a joint role as a General Assembly in appointments of the judges. Okay, in that time, and also as the International Court of Justice and the United Nations Security Center. So they play as a both role, and suggestions are being made to reform the Security Council and make it more democratic. These suggestions are being made. They give suggestions. The suggestions are on the basis of democracy as a democratic based. So India is making efforts to get the permanent membership of the Security Council, and now that India is making efforts for what purpose, to get the permanent membership of the Security Council, like other this China, Russia, other that 5 countries. Okay, then next point, Economic and Social Council. The next is the Economic and Social Council. The main objectives of this organization is to coordinate the economic and social policies of the United Nations. What is the function of that Economic and Social Council? To organize economic and the coordinate economic and social policies for what purpose? For the United Nation. The council has 54 members. That council includes how many members? 44 members. Which council? Economic and Social Council included for 54 members. The council they are selected by the General Assembly. So these 54 members are selected by the General Assembly, and each members has a tenure of 3 years, and each year 1/3 of the members are newly chosen. So their duration on that post is of 3 years. Okay, and every year, and every third of members are each year, and 1/3 of the members are newly chosen. So every 3 years, and after 3 years, 1/3 members are newly chosen by that council. Decisions are taken by majority vote, and on the basis of majority only. Majority vote, and then they secure the post in that council, which Economic and Social Council, not the function. Initiate discussion at the global level on the issue like poverty, unemployment, economic and social inequality, and suggest policies to tackle this problem, to solve this problem, whether poverty, employment, regarding. So many issues are there. Now we see many countries, they are facing that employment problem. So to solve this problem, they make the policies. Then discuss issues like women's questions, empowerment of women, human rights, fundamental freedoms, global trade, health related issues, etc., and make decisions. So whatever the health issue, development of the women, empowerment of the women, and also the what are the problems of women, their questions. So regarding that, they also discuss, and they try to give the justice. They try to their policies and try to give their decision. Okay, regarding trade also. Now make efforts to establish cultural and educational cooperation at the international levels. Another function is of the Economic Council to maintain relationship among the all countries on the basis of cultural and educational cooperation should be there. So that council try to maintain such a kind of relations on the basis of cultural and economic among the nations. Then coordinate the functioning of the different organizations working in association with the United Nations. And next function is that coordination should be there for coordinate the functioning of the different organizations working in the association with the United. Those who are the other organizations which are related to the United Nations, and for them, so they coordinate, that council coordinate to all these such a kind of organizations which are related to the United Nations. Okay, now we stop here. Next point we covered in